I'm back and ready to play some more Final Girl. And this time I'm gonna go up against the big bad wolf in Once Upon a Full Moon. I've chosen to play red, and I've set up the board, drew my setup card, and I'm pretty much ready to draw the event card. So my first impression is this wolf seems a bit more straightforward than the Buddyland game that I played, but we'll see. There's a bit more complexity than meets the eye with the hunt and slay modes that you can enter. And also the map is a bit more fiddly to get around on. I don't have miniatures for this, so I'm actually going to be using the meeples. And I don't think that's going to necessarily hurt the game at all. But the first thing that I need to take into consideration is that every time there's a bridge icon, or every time there's a bridge, I can only bring one victim across with me. But anyway, let's just try to get stuck in and see if we can get any luck here. I start a bit higher on the horror track. I start at 5 rather than 4. So let's see. The fairy ring is my starting event. Farewell, my friends. I go to live with the Fae. All victims at the Glen disappeared, not killed, just somewhere else. Remove them from the game and do not increase bloodlust. So where is the Glen? There's no victims in the Glen, so this event card does absolutely nothing. That could have been a lot worse. It really could have. So I've got my starting deck of cards here, and really there's only one, maybe 2 moves I can make here. If I roll lucky, I could get this victim and this victim out, but I'd rather just kind of try to focus on getting one out and then maybe cross over here and go around that way. Well, I really want to get away from the wolf, and this guy is probably gonna die. But you know what? You know, I'm gonna try and be a little heroic, right? Because I got 2 walk actions, and if I roll 2, so I need 2 successes on both of them. It's not gonna be easy, but luckily I get to roll before I decide where I go. So I'll try doing the walk action first, the first walk action. If I get 2 successes, I think I'm gonna go for it. If not, I'm just gonna go get the 1. And I can get 2 successes. But do I really want to? No, I don't need my weak attack and my short rest, so I could go for 2. But you know what? I'd rather just have the 1 right now, actually, because I might try to do some focus and get these down. So I'll go for this guy. And now we're in the same space. So the time went down by 1. And I'll try to do another walk action. So I'll roll the dice again. Nothing. Oh, crap. Really, 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 really bad. I can't move 1 space and I lose 2 time and a health. But I gain 1 time back from rescuing the victim. So I am going to do that. I'll lose 2 time, and I gain 1 back for adding this victim here. At least I don't get horror. Alright. I'm gonna try and go for a focus as well. And I want to get the 2 successes on this. So I'll discard weak attack and short rest along with the focus to turn this into a success, so I get 2. And that reduces the horror by 1 and it gives me 2 time back. And that'll be my turn. So now I have to I have 6 points to buy cards. I'll go for the sprint. I'm not going to take the search, at least. I'll go for a sprint, and I'll go for I really want to get the horror down. A distraction, and I might as well take a close call. And that'll have me spend all my time. So I'm down to 0, and that'll move back up. And then my free cards will be added back into the pool here. I'll just do that in one pile. So now it's the wolf's turn. And for this turn, he's going to go for the final girl. Or a victim. He's going to move 1 space. Or he would move 3 spaces, but he can move 1. And he'll go for the one. Well, he'll go for the final girl, right? Final girl or victim, whichever is closest. And then I'll just kind of stand there. And there's more victims up there. Let me know if I'm playing this correctly. I think I am. Right. Oh, really? I really should look that up, right? I'm fairly certain he'll go for the final girl on this. Target closest victim or final girl. I'll go for victim. Closest victim is where there's 2. That's up here. So that's where he'll end up. And then the tarot card, the Jaw Step Bite. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, go for a victim, increase the horror, and add a bloodlust. And he's in stalk mode, right? Now, oh Jesus Christ, that'll end up giving me 2 horror already, right off the bat. Because he won't move, right, if there's already victims in the space. That would be silly. So, dead victim. And then increase the horror track by 1. Increase the bloodlust by 1. And increase the horror track by another 1. See, that's why I need both distraction and focus. And then we'll go on to the panic phase. And there's a victim in a space, and that victim is gonna panic. I'll stick with the 1, right? And he'll run out up here. It's quite an accomplishment to not be able to hit the dice tray. Right, so that victim's panicked, then we're back to the upkeep phase. There's nothing to do here. So, back on to the action phase. Now I have my action phase. I am gonna try and go for distraction first. Come on. That's 1 success. I can get another 1 by discarding close call. You know what? I can just I can discard this and reroll that one. I'm still needing a 5 or a 6. Or I could discard 2 cards and actually get the 2 successes. But I still want to be able to try and focus, right? So I'll try the close call. No harm if I don't. I didn't succeed. Right. But still, reduce horror by 1. and gain 1 time. So reduce aura, gain 1 time. And then I'm going to try for the focus. And if I get, as long as I reduce the horror, I'm happy. I'm more than happy. It has to go in the tray. And I get to reduce the horror. I get to reduce the horror by 1, but I lose 1 time. So we're back. We're down to 4. And I'm gonna go for a sprint. I'm gonna go for a sprint. So I gain 1 success. I'll lose 1 time. I'll get to move up to 2 spaces. So I'll move here and here. I'll grab this victim and place him in here. So that's the sprint card done. Now, no cards in my hand. The next time he actually kills a victim, we're going to go over to where he's going to be really unpleasant. Right, so we're back to the purchasing of cards. I'm going to take all these that I spent last time, all the free ones, and I'll have 5 to spend. So I'm going to go for a distraction. I'm going to go for a improvise. No, not improvise. You know what? I'll take distraction for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll take. I bet someone would be sitting there shouting what I should do right now. I'm gonna take the search card. That way I'll have the search card. So that's my turn. This goes down and goes back up. And then it's the hunter. It's gonna go for this meeple right here. That's the closest one. And the tarot card. Close that scratch. Alright. So, gonna move, but not gonna kill anyone, but still going for 1 on the bloodlust track. And that will reveal his dark power, which will be Ravenous Hunger. When revealed, place the big bad wolf in the space with the most victims. All the victims in that space are killed. Well, crap, that's my space. This might be a really, really short game. So 1, 2, 3. Straight away. And that'll increase 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be a really short game. Right. So panic victims in adjacent spaces, that's this one. I should have just gone for trying to attack him, right? So that guy will panic on 6. He'll panic into the killer space. Really awesome. I'm gonna get eaten. I'm so gonna get eaten. And then 2 horror. It's not really great. Not great at all. Ah, crap. Right, the next time the bloodlust goes up, it's going to heal 1. So if I don't attack him yet, nothing's going to happen. I can get that victim to safety at least. So I'm going to go on to the panic phase. A victim was killed. And there's a victim in his space now because he panicked. So Please don't panic. Please don't panic the same way. 4. You're panicking the wrong way, you bastard. It might still work out. It might still work out. So, that's the panic phase over. Now it's time for the upkeep phase, and there's nothing to do in the upkeep phase. He's now in attack mode, right? I am so screwed. I am so screwed. This is going to be a really short video. I don't even have sprint. So, I'm going to do a walk. I'm going to have to do a walk. And I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail. I fail completely, right? That is not good. This is really not as lucky as the last game, Bad Times at Buddyland, was to me. As unlucky I'm feeling this is. But I really do need to move. So I'll move down here. Take the wound. I'll lose the 2 time, and I'm gonna try and do it again. Please, you rolled 2 fails. You can't do that again. 1 success, and 1 success is all I need to get this guy the heck out of here. And that'll let me take any top item card. Now, which one will I want? Let's see. The map, discard during the action phase, and then for each deck of item cards, do one of the following. If the top card is face down, reveal it. If the top card is face up, remove it and reveal the next card. The raft allows me to travel across the river without the bridges. Place each of the 4 raft tokens so that each is touching both the river and a raft space. When in one of these spaces, you may use 1 movement to move any of the other spaces with a raft token. You must spend time for each raft token passed through, including the starting and ending token. I'm gonna go for the bread, I think. Discard during the action phase and choose one of the following 3 times or move up to 2 spaces. So, I've got the bread. I've got bread in my backpack. Time to pick another 2 die and do a distraction. Failed twice again. Jesus. And when I do that with distraction, I actually still lose horror, but I lose 4 times, so I'm out of time. Quite literally out of time. And I can't use the bread now because I already rolled this. The action's in progress. I can't interrupt the action by using an item. So my turn is going to immediately end. I'm going to reduce this by 1 and lose all my time. So I can't even buy items. I can't buy anything. That is not good for me. Not at all. I really didn't want to go up and roll 1 die. Crap. Alright, well, I can't buy anything, so that's the upkeep phase. Now I've got to get all this out of the way. Walk. These 2 are free. Sprint. Free. Close call. Distraction and distraction. Why did I have 2 distractions out there? Did I forget to reset it the last time? probably did. Oh well. Let's see what Mr. Big Bad Wolf does. Mr. Big Bad Wolf moves to 3 spaces towards the victim and kills it. Right? So 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. That's closest. Nope. He's gonna go for the final go because I'm closer. So he's gonna come and hit me. Right? Yeah, 3 spaces. 1, 2. And I'm gonna die. Quite literally gonna die. I can't do anything. So 1, 2. And he hits me for 3 damage. Oh, 2 damage. I don't need to reveal that one yet. At least that means I get an extra die, but I still have to survive. So that's still an issue. Let's see here. Move the killer 3 spaces towards grandmother's house, picking up and moving 1 victim with the killer if able. 3 spaces towards grandma's house. So which one's... what direction is closest? That's this one, right? 1, 2, 3. There's no victims. That is lucky for me. Really lucky. And draw an event card. Pied Piper. Place the Pied Piper in the village. Any other victims in the same space as the Pied Piper, now or in the future, are killed. In the village. Well, there's no one in the village. Luckily. Pied Piper, I gotta get the white maple. Alright. And then we'll go to the panic phase. No victims have been killed, which is lucky. Real finale. There's no finale. No terror. Right, I'm gonna have to make pretty good use of the fact that there is a... that I have 3 dice because I'm down to my last health. Right. So, 3 dice. Not a single success. Not a single one. Alright, I have the search and I have the weak attack. I'm going to discard those to actually get 1 success. And if I get 1 success, at least I get to reduce the horror by 1. And then I'll take the short rest, see if I can regain some health. I regain 1 health. And I lose 1 time. I wanna use the bread. I'm gonna use the bread. And I'm gonna use the bread to get 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Because that way I will be able to actually do something, hopefully. So, time to buy cards. I'm gonna get these for free. That's a walk, a focus, and another walk. I'll get Retaliate. I feel like I need that. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna get the distraction again. Ooh, I forgot to regenerate health, right? I got 1 health back. Distraction again. And that's back to 0 and up to 6. Jesus Christ. I'm feeling like I'm not all that lucky, right? So the wolf goes into hunt mode. Or is still in a... what's it called? killing mode. It kills people now. That's the slay mode. That's what it's called. He's still in slay mode, so he's going to move towards either me or the victim, whichever one's closest, and the closest one is this victim. He's going to go there and he's going to kill that victim. And increase the bloodlust. He'll regain health, but he doesn't have any health. And then we'll draw the tarot card. He'll go for either me or the victim, whichever one's closest. And the Pied Piper is the closest, and he's gonna kill the Pied Piper. Again, that could have been a lot worse for me. Still not great. Panic adjacent. There's no adjacent victims. I really need a weapon. And then we're going to go on to the panic phase. There's no victims to panic. Up to the upkeep phase. Nothing to do here either. So we're back to my action phase. We want to get a weapon, right? But I have to move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to get a weapon. I can do it if I get 2 successes on both my walk actions. No matter what, I'm gonna have to walk. Right. I'm gonna have to walk. So, roll the die. That. Remove the other walk and the focus just in order to not lose any health or any additional time. My turns aren't going too great, I feel. So I'll get to walk 1 space and I'll lose 1 time. Now walk over here. Not gonna go closer to the wolf. I'm not getting any chances here. He's ruthless. So distraction. Gonna try the distraction. Please give me 2 successes. That would be so. Yes! Yes! Awesome. 1, 2, and gain 2 time. That is the best outcome I could have hoped for in that one. So that's 2 successes. Got a bit more time. I still have my Retaliate card in hand. So we're on to the buy phase. I'm going to buy a sprint. I'm going to buy another distraction. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have 2 left. Do I get a sprint? Do I get a search? Or do I get a... guard? He's not near me, right? He's not near me right now. So I'm gonna get a sprint. Or what I could do is get the 2 close calls and have those as discard cards. That might actually be worthwhile. I'm gonna do that. 2 close calls, discard. So we're on to the killer phase, and he'll move. Nope, I gotta do this first. Gotta get my distraction back here. Focus, walk, short rest, focus, search, and weak attack. So I'll get a lot of the free cards left back on the next turn. And now it's the killer phase. So he's gonna move towards me or a victim, whichever one's closest, and it's gonna be a victim. And luckily he's far enough away that 1, 2, 3. Right, he's gonna end up there. If he moves on the tarot card, he'll move again. So let's see. If there are no victims on the board, there are victims on the board. All victims that are not in your space move 1 space towards the village. That is not terribly great, right? Because that means he'll move into his space, they'll move back here, and they'll move towards the clearing. And then he'll move towards the final girl. That could actually be better for me, right? Because he won't... He's ignoring the victims, right? So he'll move towards me, and he'll move towards the closest path, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's at discretion, right? I feel like he would stalk me through the woods. That would be the most dramatic, right? He would go out through that woods. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he moves 4. Wait. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, he moves back down here. Oh, that's a bit more lucky, this. I still don't have that many tarot cards left. Right. Panic phase. No one to panic. Hooey. So. I am gonna start off doing a distraction again. Right. Doing the distraction again. And I really want the 2 successes on this. I only got 1, or partial 1. Oh, I forgot to increase my time back up. Do I spend 2 time to reroll all the dice? Because if I get it, I'll get the 2 time back. I'm gonna do that. Spend the 2 time. 1, 2. Reroll all the dice. Come on. It's 1 success. Can I get another one? I can. I'll have to toss out Retaliate. Oh, it's not gonna be good. Losing Retaliate would not be good. I could just keep the 1. Yeah. I'll still increase my time by 1, right? So I'll stick to the 1 success, and I'll decrease horror and increase time by 1. Right, and I had 3 dice. So hopefully that'll serve me a little bit better. Right. So we're going for the sprint. Going for the sprint with 3 dice. Come on. Get 2. There's 2. Awesome. Alright, so the sprint does reduce the time by 1. But I'll get 2. 1, 2, 3 spaces. And that is my turn. That's all I can do. So, time for the tarot phase, or the tableau phase, right? And I'll get all these cards back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 2 in my hand. 7 and 8. I have 4 time to spend. And this time I'm gonna go for a search and a sprint. I still have Retaliate in my hand. So, killer phase, right? Killer is gonna move 4 spaces towards either me or victim. And the closest victims, I'm closer still, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's actually gonna get into my space. That goes up. Just gotta do this first. I keep forgetting this. And then close call and the distraction. Alright. So we're back. It's gonna move towards me or a victim, whichever's closer. And there's more than 4 spaces to the victims. There's 4 spaces exactly to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I really don't like that. I really don't like that. And then he's gonna hit me. And I'm gonna have to go for the retaliate, right? Luckily I have 3 dice. He's gonna hit me. Please, please, please. Oh, how unlucky can you get? Well, at least I got a lot of cards back from the tableau. So I'm gonna use... Oh, yeah, I could do that. But I've got 3 partials, right? Nah. I'm gonna go for the 2 time. And then I'm gonna reroll them all. Come on. So that's 1 success. And then I can use the short rest and the focus to make a secondary success. So that is actually pretty good. Ignore all damage from the attack and deal 2. So I deal 2 damage to him. And then we're gonna see if he hits me again. If he does, I'm probably dead. The draw step by. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, he goes for a victim. He actually goes for a victim instead. Right, so he moves to a victim and he attacks. The bloodlust doesn't increase and the horror doesn't increase, apart from what it already does here. So he goes here. Oh, that's me. Goes here and he kills this victim. Bloodlust increases, horror increases, and we're in the panic phase. And in the panic phase, he's gonna panic that victim towards either 1, 3, 4, or 5. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, alright. But there's 2 4s. Does that mean it'll be, that'll probably be up to me then. I'm gonna play that way. Right. It's gonna go to 3 because I can't catch a break. I would have liked that if he had panicked to my space, right? But naturally he wouldn't. So we're back to 2 dice. So that's the panic phase done. Gotta walk. So on to the upkeep phase. Still nothing to do in the upkeep phase. And then it's back to the action phase. And I'm gonna start off by trying to focus and hopefully get this back down. Right, so I can discard 2 cards. I'll discard a search and a weak attack. And I'll do the focus, right, to get 1 success. So it reduces time, reduces horror. So down there and down there. And now I'm back up to 3 dice. I'm going to do a sprint. And hopefully get 2 successes. 2 successes. Awesome. Move 1, 2, 3. That is the... I want to get them out, right? I really want to get them out of here. Two successes cost 1 time. So we'll go through the space. 1, 2, 3 spaces. I really do wish I could have run him up towards the other one. But no. Alright, and then I'm gonna walk. it's either a complete fail where I lose 1 health, which might actually not be too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. 1, 2, I lose 1 health, lose 2 time, but I get to move 1 space. And there's only one of these guys that follows me. But at least for my next walk action, I'll get to roll 4 dice because I'm down to my last health. And I only get 1. I only get 1. How am I only getting 1? On 4 dice? That's ridiculous. Alright. So, gonna try and get him out. And then it's time to buy cards, and my action immediately ends, right? And I have nothing to buy. I can't buy anything. I can't get any cards. All my free cards are in this one. So it just goes up to 6, and I am left with an empty hand. So we're on to the killer phase. The killer goes for a victim, whichever one's, or the final go, whichever one's closer. He goes for this one, and he kills that one. And he moves up on Bloodlust, and he heals 1. And then we're on to the terror phase. If the big back wolf attacks you and you prevented all the damage, you lose health. Huh. Oh, that seems fair. And he gains 2 more health. But at least he doesn't kill anyone else. Right, my turn. I can't do anything. And I don't get these back yet. Because these were played during his turn and during my turn. Right. So I get to sprint for 2. I'll get to so that's 2 time. I'll pick up 2. Now the guard cards, I'm still gonna lose life even if I guard, right? So I'm basically screwed either way. Can't sprint, can't heal. Take a close call for 1. And then I'll take the... You know what? I'll take the distraction just because. Right. To another killer phase. Wait, oh, I forgot to panic that victim. I'm just going to do that real quick. Panic, victim panics towards number 2. That's over here. And now we're going back to the killer phase. Right, he moves towards the victim, the closest one. That's this one. And then he attacks the victim and kills it. And he's now back up to full bloodlust. So that's fun. Now I'm just gonna see about the bloodlust here, because there's this arrow down. Does that mean he goes back down when he gains bloodlust now? So he goes back into hunt mode. Is that what it means? We're back into stalk mode. Bloodlust is on page 5 for the Bloodlust track. But that's probably during setup, right? Oh, yeah. At the beginning of the game, the Bloodlust marker starts at the bottom. Whenever it gets dies, the killer's Bloodlust will increase until it becomes more powerful. knew that. I figured that. Let's see, 20 and 29. Just shows he gets bloodlust. And he kills. Oh, yeah, okay, so just when it moves up another one, it'll just trigger the final effect, right? So I'll just recover health every time from now on. That's not too great anyway. I'll need to draw a tarot card. Full moon is out. Roll a die, then place the killer on the space indicated below. The clearing. Where's the clearing? That's here. There's no victims. Draw and resolve the next tarot card. Yeah, great. All the better to eat you. Moves towards victim or final girl. So, 1, 2, 3. Kills this victim, recovers 1 health. And would recover another health if he could, but he can't. And that's down to the last tarot card, so I'm gonna get eaten really, really soon. There's no more victims. I can't do anything about this. I am screwed. Gotta put this back because I actually bought cards. So we're back for my turn. I haven't even had an opportunity to search anywhere. Alright, I'm gonna sprint. I have 4 dice now. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna spend the 2 time, right, to reroll all of them. There's gotta be a bit of luck here, please. Just a little bit. Still only 1 success. How on earth is that possible? With 4 dice. Right. Still lose a time. But at least I get to move. Right. I'll get to move 2 spaces. So he'll get out of here. I'll add 2 time to my count. And I'll go over here for the last movement point. And then I might as well try to get distraction. I've got to add all these back to the tableau. Right, so these 2 are the ones I spent. Sprint there. And focus. Search. Alright. So I will be able to get all those back at least. No, we're gonna do the distraction because I want to get more time. Just get 2. I got 3 this time. Overkill. 1, 2. And this one goes back here. So now I have 7 points. And I desperately need some healing here. But I do have the short rest, right? So I can get some more health from that. I'll get those for free. And then 7 points to purchase. Wish I had 8, right? to take Retaliate, and I'm going to take Guard, and I'm going to take a Close Call. That'll be my turn. Now these go back. I remembered this time. Sprint, and another Close Call. And then he's gonna go for me, and he moves 6 spaces, so he gets to me, right? I am so dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he's gonna attack me, and I'm gonna have to do the Retaliate, which will hopefully let me knock these 2 off, right? So Retaliate, looking for 2 successes. And I got 2. So, but I don't know if that will actually trigger. If what triggers first, right? I'm thinking what should happen, right, is he bites me and I swing back immediately to be thematic. Right? I swing back immediately, but I still take the damage, right? That's what I'm sensing. That's what I'm feeling. So he'll still do the one to me. So I'll flip this, and sadly it's blank. So the final girl is now dead. Whew! This seems ridiculously hard. Ridiculously hard. I mean, I haven't been to any of the search zones. It might just be bad luck. We'll see, because I'm gonna keep playing this until I beat it. I have to. That's kind of my OCD thing. So I'll definitely play this one again. I'll play it again soon. But I do have a different idea for another game. I'm gonna set up and do a playthrough of, and that's a game I know a little bit better. So once again, I hope if I made any mistakes, you'll correct me, tell me what I did wrong, so I can get better at playing this game. I do find it funny, and this is a really thematic experience. I mean, I was fearing for my life while running around from this werewolf here. Really did hit right where it was supposed to. Got a bit unlucky with the cards, but again, that's kind of what this game is, right? The cards, the dice, all the random things that can happen. Most of it is designed to screw you, to make the game harder, and fair enough, that's exactly how it should be, I feel. So, really did enjoy this game. I'm gonna play it again soon, but for now, thank you for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye.